Another spicy, and Giannis. No more eating glizzies on. Giannis ate a glizzy. He had a brat. It was the first time ever having a brat. First of all, dude, ketchup is the worst condiment, and anybody that wants to comment on that, please do. Ketchup is the worst condiment ever. No, 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 no. Ketchup is the worst condiment, period. Ketchup is trash. Shout out to my boy Sam Nicks. My boy Sam Nicks, it's never adding ketchup to the meal. My boy Sam Nicks adds meal to his ketchup. That's how much ketchup he puts on his stuff. Hate eating with, I shouldn't say hate. I love eating with my brother, but I hate eating with my brother because he puts ketchup. He puts a crazy amount of ketchup. You know I'm not lying, Sam. A crazy amount of ketchup on his stuff. Giannis puts the ketchup on the brat glizzy and just chomps it down in full plain view of the public, and was like, "Yup, this is." There needs to be a show. There needs to be a show because, of course, we know Giannis is from Greece. So Giannis tasting the American cuisines needs to be a show. But Giannis, I mean, he took the glizzy off the whatchamacallit, put it on the bun, slapped ketchup on it, yoked it. Whoa, pause, Giannis. Giannis is spicy too. They asked Giannis about why don't you train with anybody? And Giannis went on like a 2-minute soliloquy about why would I want to train with somebody that I'm trying to beat? Okay. He said, I'll train with you if you're not in the NBA. He goes, but if I'm training with you, you're stopping me from winning a championship. I'll work out with my teammates, but why would I go and train with somebody who, in essence, is literally standing in between me and the Larry O'Brien? And I get his point. Then he goes into it and he goes, well, and then on top of that, he goes, if I train with you all off season now, when I come to your city, we got to have dinner. Or you come to my city, you calling me, and now I got to take you to dinner. We got to hang out. And he's like, I don't want to do none of that. I don't want to do none of that. I don't want to train with nobody that's in the NBA. I don't want nobody training with me that's in the NBA. I want to be focused on winning a championship. And a part of me understands it. A part of me respects it. A part of me is now having to better understand, especially the players that are coming from abroad, their level of isolation when it comes to the culture and what the NBA has now become. And there are two extremes, okay? There is your Giannis, there is your Lukas, there is your Jokers, Joker who goes back to Serbia, Luka goes back to Slovenia, Giannis goes back to Greece. And I'm sure when Wemby, when he gets to his, he's probably going to go back to France. But these foreign players who are now firmly embedded in the NBA game, their whole thing is I'm going back to my culture, I'm going back to my homeland, I'm going back to my motherland, and I'm going to do my work there. And I get it. And then on the other extreme, you have your LeBron James, you have your Carmelo Anthonys of the world, you have the guys who are from America, grew up playing with these players. Then they have the AAU. Now you have the Drew Leagues, and you have the UCLA pickups, and you have the New York pickups, pickup basketball games, and you have all these games. And all these players, they come together and they work out with the same trainers and so on and so forth, and it becomes a buddy-buddy group. We got two extremes. We got isolation, overpopulation. And I don't know if I'm with either. Because a little bit of me agrees with Giannis, a little bit of me agrees with Luka and Joker. But also, I come from the culture of the LeBrons and the Melos and the overpopulation because I played high school in the same state. I played college ball. I played in the same AAU teams. I played in the league. So I get it. There has to be this healthy median of the isolation and overpopulation. I don't know who that is, who has a healthy of I'm gonna do my own work, but I might get some shots up with y'all. Because I do think the guys who isolate themselves, the Giannis's of the world, the Lucas of the world, it makes it very difficult for them to gain teammates. Now I know you're gonna say, well, Giannis won a world championship. Correct. And he did it his way, but he didn't get free agents to come to Milwaukee. They built a really good squad. He honed his game up and it worked. And then you're gonna say, well, Joker, he didn't. That's fine. I get it. They built a good squad around. They drafted well. They built well. They traded. They got the pieces around them. And Joker, two-time MVP, took this team to the finals and won. But I think those two, over the span of what the NBA is more of an anomaly than what's going to be going forward. Because I can look at the other side of things and go, wow, the guys that are actually around each other and working out with one another, they're actually building super teams. Now, Giannis has kind of formed his super team now with the trade of Damian Lillard, and you hope that works out. But I look at Luka and I'm like, I don't know if Kyrie's the answer, but you got to get some players that want to come play basketball with you. And I think a little bit of it has to do with, hey, stop isolating yourself. You're one of the best players in the world. Sometimes you got to go to Vegas for a couple days. Go pull up to the UCLA game. We talked about the Rucker the other day. The Rucker's kind of dead, but pull up to the Drew League. Right? Let the fans see you. Become a fan favorite. Become a household name outside of the people who enjoy the NBA, the casuals. Let them know you. Let them feel. Let them touch you. Let them see your game. Let the kids in LA and New York and all the other places feel you. Feel you. And become a fan of you. And then build the relationships. I'm not saying you got to go to the overpopulated crew, but you got to leave isolation a little bit. Don't go to overpopulated, but come to the, as they say in jail, gym pop. Come to gym pop. General population. Come to gym pop. I learned that in what was the prison movie with Adebisi and it's on HBO a long time ago. And when you get old, you just forget stuff. Oh, what's the name of that? Dang. Adebisi with a little hat to the side, and they had the Irish dude who does the Allstate commercials. Oz. Yeah, got to come to gym pop. So they call it an Oz.